Okay, so I had a brain fart today. Yes, I did. I was doing my live today and I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. And the thing was, I had my font for my outline or so big that part of the outline was missing. And I'm like, where are my notes at? I was going to talk about pet sitting in Spain. And then I had the brain fart, right? Okay, so here's what I wanted to share. There has been a lot more pet sits coming up in Spain than what was popping up last year. Now, I don't know if it's because maybe my algorithm on trusted house sitters has changed because I'm now located in Spain. I'm not sure, but my daughter even was saying to me earlier. We've talked about this a few times that there were not as many pet sits in Spain, especially like Barcelona and Madrid. There just wasn't that many last year because I remember, her looking. I mean, we were looking, but I think my daughter, because she lives here in Spain for quite some time, was looking when she started considering the idea of pet sitting. But there's there's an uptick here. There's an uptick definitely in Spain. The thing is, you have to be quick, especially for like the big cities like Madrid, one of the core areas like Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Malaga, all those. If it's in the city and in a major tourist spot, yes, they will go quick. I mean, literally, I can get a notification about an upcoming, like a listing for a pet sit, and before I can even hit like I want to apply, and I refresh for a split second, they're already in review state. They're already gone. So it is with a quickness that you have to be able to respond and make a decision. The luxury vagabond gave me a key piece of advice when applying for pet sits. Go ahead and apply now. Have a basic template just saying like, hi Sarah, I'm interested in the pet sit. I will say what I put on there is, I'm heading into a work meeting right now, but I will reach out to you with a formal letter of application in a bit. So that's what I do. And sometimes they're like, nope, it's too much. I can't even talk to you because they have so many people, so many applicants that are just bombarded right away. I think that there's like a max of 5 applications that can be submitted at one time. I could be wrong. And so that way the pet owners aren't getting like, 20, 30 applications. I don't know. I'm not on that side of the platform, so I could be wrong. But what the luxury vagabond did explain to me how to do that, it has helped me in certain situations, even back in the States where I saw something that really caught my attention, a pet sit that caught my attention, but I was in the middle of something. Maybe I was, just out and about. So she just said, here's a simple way to do this. Do the cursory, just do the basic introduction saying that you're interested, and then come back, like let them know you'll get back to them like within the hour or what have you, to do the actual quote application. It's just a letter, but a letter that gives more details. So that's one. I have literally, for Madrid and Barcelona, I actually have gone in, because I'm here now. I've actually gone in and saved, like I will check the criteria. If it's like maybe no more than, I'll go with 3 pets, but usually I don't want to go more than 3 pets. So I will save the ones of interest in the city that I prefer, and just save them for, like, so if that listing comes up, if that particular homeowner or pet owner's listing comes up, I will get an actual text message saying, hey, this just became available. But again, they go really fast. So in the time that it has taken me sometimes to even click on the button to say, hey, I'm interested, not even formulate a letter, just click on the button to, just to see the listing. It already says in review status. I'm like, wow. So there's so many. I have to remember that what's not for me is not for me. There's an overload, just like there's an overload of pet sit listings. There's an overload of pet sitters. So I don't get too upset. I'm keeping pretty busy now because I have like a year and a half of experience doing the traveling pet sitting. So I'm not I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I get a little anxious when I'm like, darn it, I wanted that one so bad. Sometimes you just don't get selected. Sometimes there's no time. And just try not to take it personal, because if it just wasn't for you, it's just not your time. It was meant for somebody else, and hopefully they had a great pet sit. The person that they selected was the perfect match for them. So the other key is to be open to the possibilities of doing pet sits in other parts of the country that you're in. So for me, right now, my key demographic area is Barcelona in Spain, because literally Zaragoza is like an hour and 15 minutes by train each way. So I love that. But overall, you have to be, or I have to be open also if I want to continue to experience Spain or different countries. I keep myself kind of open to the idea of going down to Malaga, going down to Sevilla, going to, and I can't name all the different cities yet, but keeping myself open to it. From what I understand, I won't be accepting pet sits in Sevilla like in July and August, because, or even September, because from what I understand, it gets hot to the next level. Like, think of Merida in Mexico. So I've heard that it's like, can be treacherous, and I know that a lot of times people don't even come outside until like in the evening. So I will be expanding my options as far as where I will go to pet sit, but it's also a seasonality thing. Even in, as I said, in Madrid gets very hot. I have to find a pet sit that has AC in the home, because even with me being from Texas, I'm not sitting in heat all day with no good ventilation and just dry heat or any kind of serious heat. Not even in Texas. So yeah. So I think that come, maybe in the fall months, I will definitely look at going some other places. I am a city person. I'm a city beach person. That is me. There are a lot of pet sits, especially in Spain and Portugal, that are like mountainside, countryside, more secluded, there are quite a few that I guess what we would consider to be off the grid, but that's not for me. For some people, that will work wonderful. So as I broaden my options, I know what I won't be doing. So yeah, that's it. Those are the main things that I just wanted to talk about, was expanding your options, depending on what you're comfortable with. Also, like maybe like the countryside or mountainside pet sits might be something that you can do as a couple or with family. Like Diamond, the gallivanting grandma, she has a traveling partner, another single woman, that they a lot of times do pet sits together. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be mountainside or countryside anywhere and not have like somebody with me. And a lot of times the pet owners prefer that also. They don't want somebody at their resort home or country home or wherever they are by themselves in like maybe a smaller secluded town, or puebla as they call it. But yes. So yes, just know that in Spain overall, there has been an influx of pet sits coming up. I mean, a lot. I'm getting notification after notification. And also just broadening your horizons as far as the possibility of not hitting the main tourist spots. Make sure, as I always say, there's very specific questions that you want to ask about the sit. I will have video or live coming up soon to talk about that. But my key thing is, I keep pushing this, is elevator. Do they have an elevator? Do they need an elevator? Is it on, what floor is it? If they say it's on the second or third floor, that means it's on the third or fourth floor. Because taking the ground, they never consider the ground level whenever in Spain or in Portugal, where the ground floor is not considered the first floor. That's another floor. Okay? And just keep doing it. So, all right. Thank you guys later, and thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye.